Okay guys, welcome again. My name is Tahir, this is Inspired RC. As you can see, we've got the XMAXX back on the bench. And today we're going to have a look at the rear light bar with this mod that I've done with the TRAXXAS LED light kit that I've put in the front bumper and in the rear bumper. One of the screws on the rear bumper keeps on coming loose and falling out, and it's happened a couple of times. We've been on a couple of bashes now, and every time this screw keeps on coming back out. So today we're going to have a quick look and see why it's doing that and see if we can fix it. So let's start. I'll just turn the car around. Okay, so you can see the rear light bar there, and if you've seen my previous video, I've shown you how I've installed this rear light bar. And in this process we have to actually slide the light bar in this side here and then push it back over this way to get it to fit in. And with doing that, we have to take a bit more plastic out on this side behind the light bar. With taking the plastic out, we've had to take a bit off the lug that's attached to the lower brace that's holding this bumper together. And what's happening is this screw just keeps on coming back out again. So let's get the lid off, and I think we'll disconnect the rear light bar first. So I'll get you a bit closer. Okay, so let's disconnect the rear light bar first. So be careful guys, these wires are really thin, so you don't want to be tugging on them too hard. So you just want to ease them back out if we can. That one looks like it's in nice. This one out. Oh, that's the second one out. So putting these back in again, you can see one's got a red collar on it, the other one's got a small blue collar on it. So it's color coordinated in there. Seeing that? So it shouldn't be an issue putting them back in again. Okay, right, so it looks like we're going to have to take these two screws out here and here, and then we've got two screws that's holding the brace, the bottom brace to the car. So two screws just in there and there. So I'll get them taken out, and we'll get this bumper taken off the car, and then we'll take it apart and see what's going on inside it. So I'll be back with you shortly. Okay guys, you can see there I've loosened the screws, so they're ready just to be pulled out. So you got two at the back there, two at the front here. I've also taken my zip ties that I had holding the wire along here. I've got rid of that as well, so now the wire's loose. Okay, so let's just get this off. Oh. So guys, you have two long bolts and two smaller ones. So the two longer ones are for at the bottom down here, and then the two smaller ones hold the bumper in place at the front here. Put them somewhere safe. Let's get this off. Okay, let's just move the car away. As you can see, she's still dirty. Okay, so we'll get the tape off the back here. I'll just point it downwards so you can see. So you can see there I put some tape across the 2 screws, and this one's still in, this one keeps on coming out. It's not the original screw anymore, I lost that one on the first run, so it's just what I had in my toolbox at the time. Okay. Just going to undo the one screw that's still holding the back of the bumper on. The other one is loose already. I did go for a smaller bolt because I know that I've had to take some of the fixing for this screw out because of this rear light bar, so it wasn't going to be as long. Okay, so I don't know if you can see there, guys, that's the rear light bar there. You can see how much, try and get it in some sort of light for you. Right, so you can just see there how much I've had to take a bit out for me to be able to slide this light bar through here and then back again. I haven't put any screws in there because it was held quite tightly the way I did it. So I think what we might do with this then is put a small nut and bolt. We have some space there to put something, so I'll put a small nut and bolt in there, bolt it on, and it should hopefully keep that fixed permanently. So let's see what we have. Okay, so I've got this here, just a small nut and bolt. I've got 2 bolts on there, but I'll probably only use 1, and I'll probably put some Loctite on it. Now it is quite long, so this screw is going to need cutting down. So I'll show you how I cut these screws, and then I'll cut this screw off camera, and I should be back with you. So let's show you how I intend to trim this screw down. First we need to know what size we need to cut. So I think what we'll do is we'll try and go for a similar size to this screw head. So let's just see what size it is. Okay, looks to be about 12 mil or 10 mil, I think. Yeah, I think it's about 12 mil long. So what we'll do is we'll cut this one, I think maybe 15 mil at 15 mil, and we'll just get the nuts off the end and the washers. We've got some washers on there as well, just for safety, I think. So guys, quickly show you how I intend to cut these screws down, then I'll do them off camera. So you need your electrical drill. Put the screw in this way into the end of the drill. So I'll just do that. Now you have to make sure that the size that you need, so I'll just say, just for argument's sake, that is the size that I need. And what I do then is just a cheap hacksaw with a fresh blade on it, something like that. And what I do is I hold the hacksaw against the drill there, and then I'll let the drill do the turning, and I just keep the hacksaw there, and what will happen eventually, you'll get a nice clean cut. And this cut may need a little file on the end, but with that done, you'll be able to put your nut straight back onto it without any issues. So it's just like that. Run the drill, and then run your blade on along it, and as you're spinning it and your blade's going on there, it'll be cutting into the screw for you, and you'll get a nice clean cut on it. So I'll do this cut off camera, and once I'm done, I'll be back with you. Let me show you. Can you see the groove that you're making when you're running your hacksaw? Just, you gotta rest your hacksaw against this bit here. So rest your hacksaw against this bit here, and then just let the drill do all the work, and just keep your hacksaw in that same position. If you keep your hacksaw in that same position, the thread shouldn't be affected, and you should be able to have a straight cut. So hopefully this should be ready to come off. I'm just going to finish it off. Okay, I'll just break the end off there, and you do have a little bit. That's what it looks like when you've cut it. Just quickly show you that end if I can. You see, you just have a little bit on the end there, which you just can rub on some sandpaper, or you can just use a file to get rid of it. Okay, so got to work out a way of getting the screw in and the bolt on. Okay, so I will get that on. There's my bolt, a couple of washers just to be on the safe side, and I will probably use a pair of long nose pliers, hold the bolt here maybe or something, try and keep it in this place here, and then screw in from the front, which I don't think I'll be able to do, but we'll have a quick look and see how we can do that. So I'll be back with you shortly. Okay guys, I've had to remove the rear light bar because it's just so difficult to try and get a nut into here. So what I've done is I've actually put the bolt into this side here, hence why I've removed the light bar. So once I put this bolt in, I'm just going to push the light bar back in, and I'm going to hope that this bolt catches, and when I put a nut on the other side, the whole thing just tightens up. I'm going to put a bit of Loctite onto this screw as well, so stop the nut from coming back off again, and hopefully that should be alright then. We just want this part here not to move when we're out bushing, and it'll only move if the screw comes out. So as long as the nut stays on there, everything should be hunky-dory. So it's like that, and then the nut's going to come through, and we're just going to put a nut straight out over the top of it. Just going to put a nut straight over the top of it, and then just tighten it all down. Hopefully that should be right. So I'll get that done, and I'll be back with you. This is what the end result looks like. So what I've done is I've had to remove the light bar, put the screw in from this side here, and hope it catches, and it did catch. And if you look here, I've got some Loctite on there, and then I've just put the nut onto it. So hopefully guys, that should be a permanent fix now. The other side, I've just put the original screw back in because we didn't do anything on this side. We didn't cut any extra out on this side. So I'm hoping that this is going to be a durable fix now, and hopefully the bumper should stay straight when I'm out bushing, and it doesn't start going wonky like it did last time. So let's get it installed back in the car now. We'll get the car back on the bench. We'll just get you right. Okay, so the process is the reverse of taking it off. So you've got the 2 screws that are going to go in here. Remember guys, these are the longer screws that you're going to be using, and then the 2 shorter screws are going to go into here. So I'll get that back on. And I'll be with you. Okay guys, we've got the screws back in now. So we've got the 2 screws at the bottom here, and then we've got the 2 screws at the front. They're all in. I've connected the lights back up to the harness now, so they're all in guys. Just be careful that these plugs are very small and can bend, so just be careful, take your time, push them in nice and gently. Another thing I've done is I've put a bit of tape again over the 2 screws, so over this screw here and over this nut over here as well. Now this nut does have some Loctite on there as well, so it shouldn't back out now. It shouldn't come off any. I don't expect it to come off, but you never know. So just to be safe, that rather than sorry, I'll just put a bit of tape over there, and then if it does come undone, you won't lose it, you won't drop it. So yeah, I've got a couple of batteries in there, so we are ready to give it a test. Yeah, so let's give it a test. Put the controller on. Okay, so the lights are turned on, that's a good sign. Let's pop the body back on. Okay, so let's try brakes. Brake works and reverse works. Right, excellent. Everything's working there, guys. So happy with that, and hoping that this mod now is going to be long lasting and hopefully shouldn't fail on me. So I'm quite happy with the way that's turned out now, guys. Obviously it'd be good if you could at the beginning try not to take too much material out of this side here when you are cutting your holes on this side here. So this lug that you have in there is as long as it can be. So you may find that the TRAXXAS screw that goes in there might just go back in there nice and tight, and you'll know if it's tight when you do hand tighten it, and it does stop tightening. But when I cut mine, this screw was tightening, but it wasn't finishing off. So probably was a sign then that this screw probably was going to back out, but I was hoping it wouldn't do. So anyway, we fixed it now, so that's all fixed. That's ready now for the next bashing session. Sorry. And in the next planned video now, guys, I've got some fiber tape. This is the extra sticky orange version, and I don't know if you can just see there. I'll just show you it. There's the dimensions as well. I've got some tape for this body. I do intend to try and reinforce this body in some way. Now I have got some shoe glue on order, but obviously if the weather is nice before the shoe glue arrives, then I might want to be taking this car out for some bashing. So I do also have some Gorilla Glue. I'm not sure how well this will work. I do have it lying about at home. I didn't actually go out and buy this for this project here, so I might give it a quick try. I might just do some spot reinforcement, so some around here, maybe on both sides here and around here, so underneath this flat cab here. We might just put some reinforcement in there until we get the shoe glue arrive, and then we'll just go around the whole body. We'll just take off all the plastics, and then we'll just go around the whole body and then take it from there. So that's the next planned video, guys. Obviously there's going to be more bashing videos, there's going to be more running videos. I'm itching to take my Kraton out as well, so Just waiting for the weather to be nice up here. When the weather's nice, the cars are out. So guys, hope you found this video helpful. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please like, subscribe and share it, guys. And until the next time, see ya.